you tell me when and I will move from slide to slide?
We can stay there. I think I've worked with everyone that's here in the room, maybe except for a couple people. I'm Mayra with the collections department. The Lite takeaways, go ahead and go to the next one. Going back to one of our initial sessions, I think we all learned that regardless of what role you're in, we have an influence on where the credit union is going and its success. Go ahead and go to the next one. So we also learned about some of the changes you may see should you find yourself in a leadership position. You know, you are no longer going to be responsible for just like day-to-day technical stuff. You are going to be responsible for working with different types of people that are going to report to you, or people that you need to go ahead and report to. You're going to have to be building those relationships with the people that are working alongside you that may not report to you, and with the new people that you may find yourself reporting to or working alongside. I mean, most of this was our initial training focused on mostly the technical stuff, the employment law, ADP, performance growth. As we moved on through the sessions, we started touching on a little more of the personality, the relationships with the people that we work with. Go ahead and go to the next one. So one of the things that we learned is that in order for us to be successful, one of the most important things was your soft skills rather than your technical know-how and your willingness to change. So we need to go ahead and be ready to adapt to any changes that the organization may be going through, or to adapt to where the credit union is going to, as well as to your peers, your team members' personality. Go ahead and go to the next one. Aside from all the technical stuff that we learned too, I think we learned a lot about ourselves, as somebody else brought up true colors. So we learned a little bit about why we do things the way that we do them, or why other people do them. So this was a little bit about me. Always very independent when I work. I'm always, trying to find something new to learn. I always need an explanation to everything. Don't just teach me how to do something. I want to know the how, the why, where is it coming from? Why do we count it this way? So if you're working with me, that's usually something that people may have to adjust with. Same as I may have to adjust to somebody. That's probably one of the things that people will have to adjust to me most. How inquisitive I am. I just want an explanation to everything. Some other of the traits that were listed, I was primarily green, was being very investigative, and a problem solver. My weakest color was blue, so as opposed to Miss Jessica here, I am not the very sociable one, or go team go. So it takes a little bit out of me to go ahead and do that. So definitely it's been eye-opening, to see, well, there is a reason why I do things the way that I do, or I'm gonna need to adjust to this person a little bit. Yeah, go to the next one. So going back to the technical stuff, one of the other things that we learned was the interviews. We did go ahead and receive some tips. Some of these were not making any judgment to the person that you're interviewing before you're asking those questions. Making sure that you are listening to them, taking your notes, be aware of what they're responding to you. If they have any questions, make sure that you're answering them. And provide feedback on when they will hear back. This is one of the things that I wanted to put out there, because I think it's not something that we do on a regular basis. I think I find, well, at least for me, when I've interviewed, it's one question that I often have to ask. It's not something that is, you'll have an answer by this date. It's something that I always have to inquire on. So I think that was a good takeaway for me, should I ever find myself doing an interview. Go ahead and go to the next one. And then one of the questions that was asked was if I was still looking to go ahead and pursue a position in leadership. So as of November 21st, I transitioned into the collection supervisor. So looking forward to putting all of the learning into practice and making the best of it.
Very
That's it.
nice. Thank you, Mayra. See, Mayra, that wasn't so bad.